Hey guys, and welcome to another video. In this one I'm going to be talking about the new groups in the flipping guide for WoTLK Classic. So recently I've done a big revamp to the WoTLK Classic flipping guide, so all of the groups and operations for TSM are now completely different. So if you already own a copy of the flipping guide, go ahead and get your free updated version right away. It should already be live and you should be able to go ahead and get that. You should have an email actually if you already own a copy of the guide to get your free updated version. So let's talk a bit about the new groups for flipping in WoTLK Classic. So we've got a few different groups now. We've got the material groups, some recipes, BOE gear, pets, mounts, and Twink gear. And now there's a whole heap of items in all of these, over 1,000. As you can see, 1,337 hand-picked items that I recommend flipping, that I've been playing around with for the last years now, hand-picking the best items. So what is different is the groups. There's obviously way more items. And then the operations are also different. So with the operations, they're designed now to do a bit of different size stack posting. So for an example, how the old one was set up, you'd post all your stacks, so stacks of 20s, and you'd post as many of them as possible. Now if you didn't have a full stack, it would just post as many as you had under 20 as the stack. With the new operations, where playing around with different sizes, so like stacks of 1, stacks of 3, stacks of 5, 10 and 20. This way, people that just want to buy either like one of those numbers or just a few, they have some options, and they can buy our listing also. Because what happens if someone just needs 1 or 3 of the item, they'll actually just buy. If there's 1 on the auction house, they normally just buy one that has 1 or 3 in it, even if the price is a bit higher. So this should help with sales. You should get some more sales by actually using this when you're flipping. So it's not a crazy amount. It's like 20 of the stacks of 1, like 5 of the 3, like 3 of the 5, 2 10s, and like the rest in 20 stacks. So that has been working really good, and it is a good way to do it. Now the groups also have obviously other things, so there's some pets that have made some good gold flipping. There is some BOE gear. We've added a whole heap of new BOE gear. So this is a whole heap more, and the recipes. So the recipes have been really good flips on WoTLK Classic. There's not many people actually selling them. The market's really good. You can buy them up cheap, and then you can resell them for a lot more. And we've got a whole heap of those recipes, like plans, recipes, all them things, in a group, all the ones that are worth flipping. So they are also added in the new groups in the flipping guide. There's also some really good like level 80 gear that is worth buying. You can buy that up and resell that for some really good profits, like over 1k profit on some of the items we've flipped before. And then there's also obviously like rare BOE items have been added, so like your rare items, and then obviously your Twink items for level 19 is the main Twink bracket. As you can see on the screen, actually we have a sale there of 900, and that was from a BOE level 80 piece that we probably bought for probably under 50 gold and resold it for close to 1k. So they can be some really good flips, and they sell pretty good if you're familiar with selling transmogs on retail. It's way quicker than that, way quicker. So they do sell fairly quick, and if you have a decent amount of different ones, you should sell a lot of those per day and make a lot of gold doing so. So it was just a quick video showing you the new ways we're doing it with the WoTLK Classic flipping. And if you already own the flipping guide, you should go ahead and get your free updated version of the guide. That is completely for free if you already own a copy. However, if you don't own a copy and you would like to check it out and get yourself a copy, there will be a link in the description to my flipping guide, which will teach you step by step how to flip in WOTLK Classic and also in retail, and it will also help you set up TSM groups and operations for your TSM. You can just import my code into your TSM and it will import all the groups and operations exactly like mine. Till next one, guys, take care.